We made it. We're here. How are you? I got the music off. Got the air conditioner off. It's nice and quiet in here. I've been sick. I'm still sick. I don't feel good. Even a little. I want my mommy. I do. I am in bad shape. I have a kidney stone. That's a lot of fun. That's what you want before you're going to wake up and be on no sleep for a couple of days. That's what you want. You want a fucking kidney stone. So, it's been a little rough last couple of days. Well, yesterday, 3:00 in the morning, I knew something was horribly wrong. Took an Uber to the ER. My suspicions were confirmed. And hey guys, how are you? Yeah, so I was there for a couple hours. Yo, I got this IV, and they put the pain meds in the IV. That was a good couple hours. I'm not gonna lie. I can understand why people have trouble with painkillers. That shit feels nice. It feels nice. Especially when you're in pain for a couple hours and then all of a sudden you're not. It's like, oh my God, give this to me all the time. It's unfortunate. But I'm sweating already. I'm waiting. I have this kidney stone that I'm waiting to pass. I'm very uncomfortable. I've been sleeping a lot, which has been good because I couldn't sleep last night. And I just ate for like the first time. So that's like my health update. I'm trying my best. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the sentiment. Uncle Dave got some brutal kidney stones a while back. You guys can bond over that. Oh, that's Ben. What's up, buddy? I remember that. It happened on like Thanksgiving. I remember that. I remember it well. Oh, Ben. I appreciate it. That's my cousin Ben. One of the all-time greats. Fucking love Ben. My guy. All right. All right. So I have a guest coming on, which I'm very excited about. This isn't something I normally do, but like I've been saying for weeks and months, like I want to change things up a little bit. All right. There's Tom. Hi, I'm Tom. Yeah, I know. I got all the Stones references. All right. I got it all. I'm not in the mood. My brother's throwing puns at me. I'm not in the mood. All right. It's too soon. This shit hurts. I'm very uncomfortable. And I'm a little irritable tonight. So just fucking zip it over there. All right. Jack the Bear. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Charlie? All right. So couple minutes on Scottish. No, it's the guest. No, it's not Jack the Bear. A couple minutes on the Scottish. Get that out of the way, and I'm gonna bring my guest on, and we're gonna shoot the shit. Because there's really not many people I enjoy talking to more than this guy. So we're gonna have some fun. All right. Let's have some fun. All right. So Scottish Open. What do I want to do here first? Oh, a little show and tell. Let's do that. Very exciting. So this is from, you may know him, John Rathouse. You know John, the Caddy Network, John Rathouse. He was at the look at that. He was at the John Deere last week. You see that? Sent me a ball, and he caddied for Steven Yeager, so who is now a friend of the program, and we got a Steven Yeager signed John Deere logo ball. That's very nice. Thank you very much, John Rathouse. Appreciate that. I know he's doing some work with the Tour Junkies. Yeah, big star. Taking time out of his day to hook me up. I appreciate that. So shout out to Caddy John, or whatever his fancy nickname is that I'm not privy to. I think people call him Rat, but that's a terrible name. What am I talking about here? All right, so that's show and tell. We talked about my brother's birthday last week, right? So we don't have to do that again? Oh, it was his anniversary. No, last week was his anniversary. This week's his birthday. So shout out to my brother, who's 39 now. 39. One more year left, buddy. He already put on that extra weight that you get when you turn 40. But we're not going to worry about that. He's very excited. His golf game's coming together. I think he shot at 81 the other day. He's very excited. His handicap is down. He's feeling good. So good times for Kenny. All right, here. That's what I was looking for. Shout out, Chantel announcements. All right, Listener League. Let's get that out of the way. Let's see. Give me a second here. All right, Scottish Open. The winner, Heineken. The winner of the Scottish Open was RJM 429. That's RJ Murray. He's been around for a while. We like RJ. Better than that stiff that won at the John Deere. RJ Murray, I will send you your logo ball eventually. All right, we have a medical crisis in the shipping department. We'll figure it out. But I'll get it to you. I think I have your address. I definitely do. So, congratulations. He only won by 4 points. And we had a rare tie for second. Notable top tens. Our boy Charlie. All of a sudden, 2 out of the last 3 weeks, hitting notable top tens after doing nothing all year, by the way. Finishes in second. Good run. Good run. He tied with Casey Rules. Kind of know him. This guy, eDarbs9, who's going to win the whole freaking thing, he finished in fifth. We're going to have to talk to him and figure out what the hell's going on. He's like new to golf or new to DFS golf, and now he's tearing up our freaking Listener League. And I think he picks shitty players. So we got to figure out how that works. Artie, notable top 10, finished in sixth. Thanks to Artie for doing my banners all year long. Appreciate that. Andy Lack finished in seventh. Talked to Andy Lack the other day. He seems to be doing well. Getting some mentions in some odd places or great places. So congrats to Andy Lack. Notable top 10. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. C Daly 487 and Scotty Nono, one of our many Scots that we have. So congratulations to all our notable top 10s. All right. Steve Sierra, Kenneth Nagel. You guys share. It's July 6th, right? That's Steve's birthday, and that's your anniversary. 2 of the all-time greats right there. How about that? All right. Steve put in a bet for me down at the casino tonight. I appreciate that. We're fucking winning big this week. Huge. We're bouncing back because I did not have a good Scottish Open. I'm telling you, I knew I was fucked. I said it on the show that I was fucked. I had all my player pool guys were PM, AM. The advantage was AM, PM. And all my guys got fucking blown out to sea. So that was unfortunate. So I did not have a very good week. The only guy, Scotty Scheffler on the good side of the draw, missed the cut. Sung Jae missed the cut. Corey Connors, T61, good side of the draw, sharp. Justin Rose, T69, nice. Mackenzie Hughes, wrong side of the draw, missed the cut. Alexander Bjork, T42. One of my worst lineups ever. I'm telling you, it's not a coincidence. I was frazzled from the start. I had wind problems. I had wave problems and ownership projections, and it was bad. And it showed. I do want to say one thing. I know I'm wasting all your time, but I don't care. Got a guest coming up. Stay tuned. Very excited. He's in the green room. Something very interesting. Scottish Open. Wait, just point this out. Because, I told you, I was all freaking out about the waves and everything else. Xander was late, but he won. Zalatoris was late. Hideki was late. Sungjae Im was late. Bob McIntyre was late because Hughes was late. So all these guys that were in my player pool were all late. But if you look at the top 23, I just thought this was interesting. If you look at the top 23 that finished, in the top 23 of the tournament, all the guys under 7,000 that finished in the top 23, Tom Kim, Brandon Wu, Jamie Donaldson, Burmeister, Hogard, Smalley, Scrivener, Palmer, Gim, Wyndham Clark, every single one of them teed off in the morning. So all the shitty guys teed off in the morning. That means if you had a shitty guy that teed off late, you were probably screwed. The guys that finished in the top 23 that went off in the PM, like Xander, who won, these guys are all fucking elite players. Fitzpatrick, Xander, Cantlay, Cam Smith, Spieth. Oh, no, wait. No. Scratch that from the record. Fitzpatrick, Xander, Cantlay, Fleetwood, Homa, Matt McNeely, Dietrich. All those guys went PM, AM, and managed to finish in the top 23. And just thought it was weird that all the good guys that were on the bad side of the draw made it through, and all the shitty guys did not. But I mean, that's really getting deep. That's really getting into it. But this is what I'm saying. This is what fucks with my head. I can't deal with that. You deal with ownership and everything else, so if you have an elite player, maybe the side of the draw doesn't matter. It only matters if you're, under 7 or whatever. And Kurt Kitayama, shout out to him. Thomas Dietrich, Matt McNeely. Those guys made it through on the wrong side of the draw. All right, it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? I had a terrible week. I got complimented for my pick of Alexander Bjork, who was in the top 10 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And he bogeyed the last hole to finish T42. If I had him as a top 40 bet, I would have lost. Now, he was in a parlay with a whole bunch of losers. But bogey the last hole to fall out of the top 40. How about that? Barbasol, Pat Kazire managed to bogey the last hole or the 17th hole to miss the cut on the number. Good job, Patton. Appreciate that. Way to be hungry. I don't know what it is. I got to talk to my boy, Andy Pope. I got to find out what's going on. There is a psychology to the last 2-3 holes, right on the number. There is a psychology to fucking up. And I want to know more about that. I want to know why that happens almost all the time. Guys just can't get home. I want to know. All right. Let me get my guy up here. We're going to talk about this. We're done with the Scottish. Do I have anything else? Give me a second here. No. Scott, yeah. All right. So what am I looking for? We'll talk about it. All right. Let me send this and get my guy in here. Bang. Sending. All right. It's out there. So he'll be here any minute now. Let's fucking go. All right. So while you're here, you can hit that like button. You can hit that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, you can retweet the show while we wait for our guest. Send out a tweet, a little quote tweet, a little compliment, something. Let's get fired up. I'm playing in pain here. Playing in pain. All right, so I don't have my guy, my fucking guy. Let's get him in here. Add to stream.
Yo.
CP. How are you, buddy?
Very good.
Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. You can hear me, you can see me, everything's good?
All good.
Yeah? How you feeling?
Great.
You've been busy the last couple of days. I've seen you out at all these famous golf courses. What's going on? Talk to me.
It just pays to know people, I guess,
That's all you're going to say? You're not going to reveal anything?
There's nothing to reveal. Well, Ridgewood was...
yeah, I'd be interested in that. The only time I see Ridgewood is when I'm playing the 12th hole at Paramus.
It was the
So I look over the fence.
I got to come out to Paramus. That looks like a fun track.
Oh, it's great. You get a good view of Ridgewood Country Club while you're there.
Yeah, the 14th, 13, 14.
Yeah.
17, I think. Yeah.
It's the 12th hole, CP. It's the 12th hole. I've been there.
Of what?
The 12th hole of Paramus. You look over the fence and you
I'm talking about the holes you're seeing on Ridgewood. Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, they got 27 holes over there, don't they?
Does the fence zaps when you touch it?
I don't know. I've never hopped the fence. I might have taken a piss over it. Hey, so yeah, well, I was bothering Stevie Squares about trying to get me onto Ridgewood. It's like a dream of mine. Went there for the Northern Trust. I got to figure it out. So
it's going to be fun for the amateur. I'm excited to watch it. It's been too long since Ridgewood's been on television.
Is that what is okay? I wanted to ask you. Is that what that was? That was like
USGA. Yeah, if you'd let me, speak.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, please.
It was the USGA, U.S. Amateur Media Day. So Steve and I got the look. Fortunately, we actually didn't play together. We played with two fine writers from golf.com, our rivals. So that was interesting, but very fun. James Colgan, good to meet him. I had met him at the Open, but played with him. And then Steve played with Zephyr Melton, who I think people know pretty well from golf.com. And I forget who else, but Justin Tuck was there kind of randomly. So was Sean O'Hara, ran into him. So a couple of our old New York Giants legends. And the course was incredible.
I'm sure. I saw Ann Liguori was there.
Ann Liguori was there. She was in the group ahead of us. Apparently we hit into them. It was not me, but we did hit into Ann Liguori's group.
You got to be careful with that. Get that Ann Liguori army after you. All right, no, that's cool. Yeah, I kind of pieced that together. I'm like, oh, maybe I might want to go out for a day. I got to look at my schedule, see what day I'm off.
Yeah, I would.
You're covering that though?
I hope so. I mean, if I ask and they'll probably let me go, but it's tough to pass up a summer weekend at the shore too. So we'll see. But maybe I can go for a weekday or two.
Oh, cry me a river, CP. Oh, I got to spend time with the U.S. Amateur. What a pain. Give me a break. And then, you're also at Baltusrol, I saw. So, yeah.
Was.
And Bandon Dunes, by the way. Are you really married, or is that, like, made up? Like, what's going on?
Wedding ring, so
I know you lost it in the ocean.
Yeah.
So
no, she's amazing. And I don't know how Steve gets away with it because he's got a almost 1-year-old now. So he's really got it working. I guess I do, too. She's pretty good about it. So I guess they understand it's our job, but I don't know. We'll see how many more years of playing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday will last.
You kind of got a good deal. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good, CP. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right, so I haven't heard Be Right yet. I saw in the headline you had Shane Lowry on.
Shane Lowry and your good friend Steve Bamford.
Yes, well, my new best friend is the official title.
That's right.
But yeah, Bamford is making the rounds. He was on with Mayo. Now he's on with you guys.
Yeah, he's the best.
I had you on instead. You're like my first non-brother.
It's amazing.
I hope you understand what's happening here.
I do. I was stunned to get the text because I know you've been talking about guests for a while, and I've only seen your brother on the show, and obviously Andy Pope, your boy Andy Pope. So
oh, my guy!
I'm thrilled to be one of the big three, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So where do I want to? So you had Larry on. Did he say anything that you thought was interesting? Did you run to the window after you heard him?
No, but we did ask him last week about all this about the scoring is going to be out of control, and he kind of he said that the wind would be down, and obviously it'll be in the teens, but it was still going to be a pretty tough test, especially if it firms up, and that seems to be what they're all saying today as well. So very excited. There's going to be low scores, obviously, a ton of birdies. I think guys will have a bunch of eagle putts too on some of these holes, but it's playing so firm and fast that there's still plenty of trouble out there. And that's kind of what he was alluding to last week. So it's proving to be coming true, judging off of what Rory has said. And obviously Shane Lowry and as I saw Zach Johnson said, it's playing pretty tough. So he obviously would know since he won there.
Don't you think, or do you think that maybe they're just being respectful and that maybe they secretly know that
there is a hint of that a little
right?
Bit. Like Rory, I did hear Rory say today, like 4 good rounds, if you have 4 rounds in the 60s, you'll be there. But if you have 4 69s, I feel like you're going to be 7 or 8 shots back. So I think they're going a little overboard with the respect for the
See, that's why you're a golf guy, CP, because you pick that up. You pick up on that right away. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I think that the wind is not exceeding 10 miles an hour, seemingly for 4 days, and they are going to embarrass this place, and they don't want to say it. Now, that being said, that kind of changed my strategy going into like picking the players I'm going to pick. There was a lot of talk about being being crafty and having to think around the place and being creative and having these types of shots and everything else. But fuck that, man. If there's no wind and these guys are they're gonna tear it up. And you're not gonna be in precarious spots because it's just they're not that terrible of players. I don't know. So I was originally on like that Jordan Spieth, Cam Smith, Shane Lowry, Charlie, like bandwagon, Tommy Fleetwood, your traditional open grinders. But now it's like, nah, man, this is going to be different.
It'll be 20 under. I do.
Yeah, that's what I think. I could be wrong. So I kind of changed where I was going. All right, so talk to me about DraftKings because you're not a big DraftKings guy, right?
I'm not. I don't. I'd like to be. I'd like to become one. It seems like a lot of fun, and gives you 6 guys to follow, and you don't feel. I'm an outright guy, and Thursday afternoon sometimes you feel like it's over. So I feel like DFS keeps you in the mix for at least until Sunday. So I'd like to do it more, but no, I don't.
All right, good. That's why I want you here because I want to bounce some shit off you, and you're going to talk to me. All right. All right. So, well. I don't know who you like a lot, or I don't know who you have your money on yet. Do you want to like reveal that right away? Do you want to?
It's your show.
I know that. Thank you for pointing that out. But I wanted to know if. All right. Well, I'm going through some of these ranges here like I normally do. I'm going to bounce some shit off of you and see what you have to say.
Love it.
Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. So. In 10,000 and up, there's only 2 guys above 11. I know this is all alien to you, but you can.
Is that Rory and Rahm?
What's that? Rory and Scheffler. Okay. I know Rahm's the greatest player of all time, but he's 3rd in pricing this week.
That's a guy who, and I don't think I'd faded. I hate our fade section of our column. I think it just opens us up to get shit on by people.
People will always find a way to shit on you.
Right.
Always. Right, Dave?
Everyone kind of faded Rahm. I think I might have too, or I might have been Xander that I faded. But
come on my show when you tell me that you fade Xander. That a bit?
I told you he was going to be my pick, and then he goes on this tear, and now it's unbettable, 13-1. So you can't win with Xander. I feel like.
To be fair, I said you should wait for the weather forecast for the Open. Yep. I say that for anybody who talks about the futures. I said, it's the Open. You got to wait for the weather. Mm-hmm. Like everybody knows that. And you're a smart guy. You should know that. So, yeah, maybe the number was higher then, but.
The problem was it was never that, he's always been like 18, maybe 20 at some point.
Well, he's really good, CP. Really I know people don't like to talk about it, but.
But I get where I was going with this was Rahm. I don't know. They're all talking about these bad bounces and bad breaks, and he doesn't handle those very well. So I kind of understand the fading of Jon Rahm. But then I see a 25-1 on Bet365 today, and it's like, oh my God, how do you not take Jon Rahm 25-1? I didn't, but
I'm proud of you, CP. You got to bet players. Don't bet numbers.
Players. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a players guy.
No, you've got all the great tombstone sayings, I feel like.
I might end up in my tombstone after the show.
Around losers, don't bet numbers, bet players. I like.
Yeah, that. Well, yeah. Like I just don't get it. It's like, I like him at 30-1, but if he's 12, I can't play him. Well, if you like him to win, then just fucking take the 12. I don't know. That's me. I do things a little bit differently.
Yes,
all right, so the guys up at the top. All right, Rory, Scheffler, Rahm, JT, Colin, Spieth. I liked Spieth. I like Scheffler. I like Rory. I faded JT. I faded Rahm. I don't know if JT's hurt. Do you know anything about that? He withdrew from the Travelers. Did not play well last week. Maybe he's nursing an injury. Something to think about. Did you bet JT?
Did not.
All right, good. Did Stevie Square?
I think it's his pick in the column. Yeah, might be Stevie Square.
Yeah, well, he should have waited. He should have waited. Might be hurt. Hate to see that. I know you got burnt on Colin last week.
Oh man, the draw. Just blame it on the draw, baby.
Are you back on Colin this week?
I'm not, and I know I said on the pod too, if he
What?
does play poorly, we're still going to get a great number on him. And, I'm not betting him. I'm on someone else in the same range.
Who do you like, CP?
Zalatoris all day.
Oh, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that.
Who would you have wanted to hear?
I would have wanted to hear,
Xander?
No, listen. I mean, I'm not exactly getting Xander under the radar here. That was always the spot I was looking for.
Yeah.
If there was a Masters where he would, he came in off a bad Florida swing or something, and he wasn't the talk. He's just so freaking consistent. I think in DraftKings, people just like that consistency because you really just want to make a cut.
Yep.
Just hope for the best. In an outright market, he's hot, but Scheffler kind of ruined it because he won. No, that was like the narrative before the Masters. Like, oh, Scheffler's not going to win 3 in a row.
Right.
Well, that's not going to happen. So we're not going to bet Scheffler. But everybody that can't happen again.
Right.
Xander's going to win 3 in a row, and how do we not see that coming? Or I don't know. My Xander radar is pretty good. I've been hit the Travelers, of course. I was not on him at the Scottish. I thought the wind really screwed me up. I still don't know what happened. I was busy over the weekend. I barely saw any of it. True confession. I barely saw him win. But I don't need him to win events before a major or events after a major. I need him to win a goddamn major.
Yes, you do.
So until then, I'll take all the slings and arrows or whatever. I'm glad the no cut thing's over with. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I put a couple of bucks on him just in case. I didn't go crazy, dude. I really like Colin this week. I'm starting my DraftKings lineup with Colin.
I'm gonna hate myself when he's 3 under tomorrow. It's gonna suck.
He's playing with Rory and Xander, the 2 favorites. He's the defending champion. He's totally being ignored.
Mm-hmm.
People are pissed because he was the same number last week and did nothing. So they're not going to go back and do it again. He's my pick, man. I think that we got no wind. The narrative is starting to hear some chirping about Morikawa in the wind. He can't handle it, whatever. His swing's all screwed up. I know you're a big don't listen to a press conference guy, but I listened to the press conference. I sent it to my brother. I said, dude, listen to this press conference. Tell me you don't freaking love him. It's all I
didn't see his press conference.
Oh, it's great. Somebody was asking him about Xander. Totally tell me about Xander. Do you think he's good or something like that? It's yeah. They asked him what they thought of Xander's chances. Now he's playing with him. I just think the guy's a fucking killer. And he's got the lowest ownership of anybody in that range. It's ridiculous. I don't know. It makes too much sense. And there's a lot of it's the 150th Open. It's St. Andrews at the old course. All the greats win here. So, obviously Rory's got to win. And I don't know, man. Rory hasn't won anything in 8 years. Colin is. And if there's no wind and it turns into irons and wedges, and I got a thing. I don't know if you know this about me, CP, but I got a thing for runoff areas. And the short grass and flat lies, and I don't know, Colin winning at what was it, concession, and man, the way he won last year, that's my pick. That's my guy. So tell me why I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. I mean, you said it. He's going to have 8 iron, 9 iron into a lot of these greens if the wind is down, and that's his wheelhouse of how to win. And we've seen him win. What was he, 15 under last year? A couple of his wins have been in that 18 under range, so he can put up 65, 66, 65 type rounds. So I'm going to hate myself. I already do, but I just see a similar narrative to what you just explained with Morikawa, with Zalatoris kind of playing so well in the majors and still 30-1 and kind of the forgotten man still somehow this week. So I don't want to miss out on Zalatoris. I don't care about lack of experience. I mean, he finished second at Augusta National his first time there, and everyone's making the Augusta St. Andrews comps. So I don't see any reason why Zalatoris won't be right back in the mix again. But yeah, I will be kicking myself when Morikawa is leading tomorrow.
Well, I don't know if I should say this on air or not. Normally, when I'm deciding whether or not I should say something on air, I usually do, and then and then regret it. But I tried to tell Steve Hennessy this once when he ran into the same problem, and he told me that it's not real, and his guy got blown out to sea. You know, Zalatoris, pretty cursed, man. He's pretty cursed. He's cursed. That's a lot to overcome.
I do agree. I wanted to mention this on the post US Open pod, but as usual, the other two kind of didn't let me get a word in. So, but everyone's kind of like, and I bet him, so I feel the same way. Like, oh, he's gonna get one. He's gonna get one, and it's like that's not a guarantee at all. I would have said the same about Dustin Johnson back in the day, and he got two, but I would have expected him to get way more. They don't just hand him out. You have to go win him. And I feel much more in the camp of he kind of let Brookline get away. He let Southern Hills get away. The Masters, Hideki beat him. And Xander was the only one who really got close. But I think he let these last two kind of get away. And I think 10 years from now, we might be saying, wow, how does he still not, or he only has one, or he should have had two. I'm not ready to just hand him one, even though I am betting on him this week to get it done.
All right. Well, I wish you best of luck, CP.
Thank you.
For majors, I usually have my hand in a lot of pots. I'm not going to lie. I'm in several different pools, and I have a lot of different action. I do have Zalatoris in my player pool, if that means anything. But I have him. I have him elsewhere. But I got Morikawa over him, like in a matchup and everything else. And I don't know.
Speaking of press conference, I don't love how he said he's taken like the most notes in his life. That seems like might be overdoing it a little bit.
A press conference. See, Pitt, you watch press conferences now.
I'm addicted to watching them and reading them.
Okay.
I was just saying, don't bet something right after because of it.
Do you give any my boy Boston Capper was talking about this. Do you hear anything about Alex Myers has a thing with he's like anti-caddy or whatever. You think a place like the Old Course having a good experience, old time caddy, can that make a difference?
You would think, right?
Yeah.
They had some great segment today about the guy who won way back when that took Arnold's caddy with him over there and then won the thing. So I would imagine, that helps a lot. And obviously Zalatoris' caddy is pretty experienced. Obviously Scheffler's caddy is very experienced. So I don't know. Part of me leans with Myers sometimes. They get a little too much credit, but it can only help, right?
What about, okay, so that leads me to Rory with his buddy on the bag. Hasn't won a major since.
No majors.
I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting. If you look at all the guys, all the favorites. I guess you can make
Cam Young's got an experienced guy. Shoot his best butt away.
That wasn't news. That's not news. I'm sorry. That is not news. Like, who cares?
It's got to be a top 10 player in the world.
I don't know. It's just like it's kind of a dick move if you ask me.
I agree.
So. I don't know. I'm not throwing bouquets. He's not becoming a favorite because he changed guys. You can make the same case, I guess, for Xander with Austin, but all these guys, Scheffler, Rahm, JT, Colin, Spieth, Fitzy, they all have these guys that have been around the block a couple of times, and I just was wondering if that was something that would make a difference. Yeah. So I like Scheffler. I'm not playing. I'm starting my DraftKings team with Morikawa. I bet him outright. He's in all my stuff. All right, I'm moving down. I know my buddy Charlie likes Shane Lowry, friend of the program, for UCP. That's kind of that. I gotta admit, it is kind of cool. Some of the people that you get to talk to.
It was great. We actually got up at like 5 a.m. for it because he was in Ireland and he could only do 10 a.m. But love getting up to talk to Shane Lowry. It was great. He's a proper lad, as they say.
Do you have do you like come up with questions beforehand?
Usually that's a good idea, I think.
You're not off the cuff like I'm doing right now with you?
No, you're off the cuff legend.
Thanks.
I think we all have stuff prepared, and if the conversation.
Do you get rules like you can't ask about this? Is there like a don't mention live or anything like that?
No, not usually. Only like on one or two occasions I won't mention who that's happened, but usually not. They just want to plug whatever they got to plug, and yeah, as long as you don't ask them anything crazy, it goes well.
I was on the fence. I was trying to figure out. I had enough money left over because I kind of skipped the $9,000 range and then went back to it after I filled out the rest of my roster. And I got Fitzpatrick at 9,700, but then my boy Hideki at 91.
I like Hideki.
Do you?
Yeah. Don't have anything on him, but
I think he's ownership wise, he's very low. I think he's cheaper. I was looking at Hideki, and he's got kind of like a spotty Open Championship record, but the 1 year I think he missed the cut on the number. He might have had a bad day at Portrush, but he had that 1 year where he had that wrist injury like all season, and he wasn't really the same player. So they kind of throw that one out. But he's got 3 top 20s at the Open. I have a hard time believing that there's a golf course that wouldn't like suit his game.
Yep.
So I'm not playing Xander, so I gotta go. I gotta have a little friends and family, and I'm gonna go Hideki. So that's how I started my lineup. I started Colin and Hideki. All right.
One of those top 20s came St. Andrews.
Yeah, it was early in his career.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tom's got a stupid question. All right. Can we ask CP what he thinks? There you go. You can read that. Can you read that?
Yeah, I can read that.
Okay. Well, come on. Big question for our very special guest.
Yeah, I think it helps to be able to drive the green for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I don't know if he's talking about like Bryson. I don't know. I have no idea what the state of Bryson's game is right now. But yeah, I'd imagine it'll be a Bombers paradise. Cam Smith said it's driver all day. That kind of makes me want to bet him because he'll be able to get up and down and putt from everywhere. But yeah, you still got to avoid the 3 putts. I know that's going to be a big thing. Three putt avoidance. Everyone's talking about that. So you can drive the green, but if you're 100 feet away, you got to get it down in 2 to make it count. So I don't know. We'll see. Everyone seems to be in love with the potential of a Rory win, but
Rory's not going to win.
I still like a lot of the old guys. That's the thing. Like I feel like this Bombers thing, like they're all going to and the old guys are going to get a ton of rollout too. So they're going to have, wedges in their hands as well. And these guys can bomb it. Stuart Sink can bomb it. I know. I've said that I like him a lot this week. I love him for that top 40 assignment you gave me, and I did bet him outright each way. All that.
We'll get to the top 40s. No spoilers. Jesus, people are hanging. People are waiting. Big reveal at the end of the show. We're very excited about it. All right, Charlie. So, what do you think of Larry this week? Charlie wants to.
I like it. I like the bounce back. He told us. He actually thought he played really well at Brookline, and he was preparing to play the weekend. And, scoring got a little bit easier on that Friday, and he ended up missing the cut by 1. I think the cut was 4. He was +5. And he just said he's not great on those Poana greens, so he putted pretty poorly that week. So it seemed like a disappointment because we were all on him at Brookline. We all thought he would play well there. And to hear him say that he did think he played well would lead me to believe that. And then he goes on in top 10s at the Irish. So I think he's still in form. And top 40 here back in 2010. That was his first major appearance. So
did you see the rest of his? You see the rest of his Open finishes along the way before he won?
Not great.
It's not a pristine record.
Yeah, it's not great
for a champion.
Right. for a champion golfer of the year from Ireland.
Yeah, this isn't in Ireland. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I think he's going to get overrun. I do. I think these grinders are just going to get outscored.
Yeah, he also mentioned that, that's not his game, the 20 under type affair. He needs single digits, so you might be onto something there.
As I usually am, Wednesdays at 8, by the way. All right.
What's that?
CP, my guy. All right, so yeah, I'm going Hideki in the 9s. In the 8s. All right, I'm gonna give you like.
Well, it's pricing.
You like the pricing?
Yeah.
This is a very shitty field for a major. I don't know if anybody's talked about that. It's a sneaky shitty field. It really is. If you look, it's really bad. Sam Burns, Louis, Hatton.
I like Louis this week. What do you think?
Fuck Louis. Hatton, Fleetwood, Brooksy, Finau, Sungjae, Corey Connors, Bryson, and Neiman. So you like Louis?
I mean,
why? Because
one here, finished second here. It's hard to argue with the results. No,
7 years ago. So do we like Zach Johnson too?
Sure, why not?
Because he's washed. That's why.
No, I don't like Zach Johnson.
Okay.
Well, Louis, I mean, come on, Louis is still in his prime, and I think he's had a decent finish on the that other tour that we shall not name recently.
That exhibition, that scrimmage,
Yes.
the pro-am that he played in.
Third week of the preseason.
Yeah. What the hell are we talking about, CP? I have it. My theory on a lot of these live guys is that they've like lost their will. I'm gonna have a hard time getting past it. It's fine. You want to go play and make a lot of money? Go for it, man. That's fine. But what's your, I know Tiger. I think Tiger and Rory both talked about it. It's like, what's your motivation? Not in terms of like money, but just it's like they've given up. Like they made it. What's the incentive? What are you playing for? Once you sell out and take the money, like you can't.
Well, did you see who made an actually kind of interesting counterpoint today on Twitter?
Hit me. What do you got?
It was OJ Simpson.
Oh yeah, very good source. That's somebody we should listen to. Tell me more, please, CP. What the fuck, dude? Should we get Jeffrey Dahmer's thoughts?
I was watching it like, oh my God, don't tell me I kind of sneaky agree with him. I do kind of agree with you too, but he was just saying, other athletes sign big time contracts all the time and still, come out and perform and work out and they don't just shut it down. There's plenty of cases of guys signing a big contract and then falling off the face of the earth too as well. So, and obviously those are team sports he's talking about. I can't believe
that's there's always going to be a factor of maybe if you have a heart, maybe not letting your teammates down.
True.
But we've seen it a million times, guys.
They got teammates now on Smashers FC.
Please. Listen, we're not talking about this. I promised my viewers we weren't going to talk about it. But no, I'm not playing Louis. Fuck that guy.
I'm not either.
What about Tony Finau?
I don't understand I know he's been great recently.
Not great.
He's had 2 top 4s, I think, in his last 4 starts.
All right, let's verify that since CP's talking about it.
Because I went and looked because I'm seeing all this Finau love, and I was wondering why. And he runner up, I think, in Canada or 4th there, and then same thing at Colonial.
Yeah, 4th, 2nd, miscut, 13th. His last 4 starts.
Miscut was U.S. Open, right?
Yes. And at the Open, 18th, 27th, 9th, 3rd, and 15th. That's pretty good. That's better than Shane Lowry.
Pretty good. Talking about bombers, too.
Yeah. Drive some greens.
He's been putting well, believe it or not.
Decent short game. Rested. Yep. Didn't play in the Scottish Open.
That's right.
I like Finau. I'm playing him. I'm playing Finau. I think that people like Tommy Fleetwood, maybe Hatton, but Fleetwood, I said it last week that Fleetwood's not going to contend if it's going to be 17, 18 under. It was 8 under. Fleetwood contended. I was right. But
backdoor 66 on Sunday, and he contends.
No, he hangs in there. He hangs in there. You know, we know the profile of Tommy Fleetwood. You know, Honda Classic, Bay Hill, U.S. Open, low-scoring Open Championship. That's Tommy. That's Tommy's wheelhouse. European events don't count, Andy Lack, if you're watching. Andy Lack got on my ass the other night because he's like, "Oh, Tommy Fleetwood won."
You guys are talking now?
Well, we're on the same podcast, so we didn't really have a choice. I did text him this morning because he got a mention in the Fried Egg newsletter.
He did,
which I turned him on to. I told him, like, dude, you have to listen to the Fried Egg. Like, that's right in your wheelhouse. He's a big golf architecture nerd. You should listen to Andy Johnson.
He's a huge architecture nerd.
Yeah. So I turned him on to it, and now he's getting mentioned in the fucking newsletter.
On what?
Because he sent out a tweet about Zalatoris of his putting in the majors, something like that.
Andy did.
Yeah.
Andy Lack. Sorry.
Yes. So anyway, I wouldn't say that we're talking, but we did.
Well, I'd like you to. We played with Andy last week, and we didn't.
Right? You want to talk about that?
I suggested you to be the fourth, and
yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. And then tell the audience.
I don't know if everyone.
This is my fault. Excuse me.
It wasn't your fault. We'll get there. I think. Well, we need to get there soon because he's only here for like another month. But yeah, we got to get the band back together.
It's fine. It's fine. That does hurt my feelings just a little bit. You are hurting my feelings.
I was begging for you to be the fourth.
Okay, I got shut down. I'm unwanted. That's fine. I got a girlfriend.
No, you are wanted by me.
Thanks, CP. We clipped that.
It's been too long. I mean, what was it? Memorial Day? Last time we played?
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. Well, right now I'm in recovery mode, so
yeah, it's crazy. I know you don't want to talk about it, but
what? The heat?
No, recovery mode.
Yeah. No, I'm hurting. Playing in pain.
My number one biggest fear of getting old is what happened to you today, because I've heard the horror stories about it. It sounds awful.
Yesterday was more the issue. I've been okay today. I just don't like feeling like this. You know, Nobody does. But I think the worst is behind me. Good. Now I'm just playing a waiting game. I don't know. The doctors might be full of shit. I really don't want to talk about this. But can we move on to the $7,000 range?
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing. You're not going back to Brooks, are you? You're a big Brooks guy.
No, I'm not. I'm done.
Yeah, me too. Okay. I even unfollowed Jenna on Instagram.
No.
She'll survive. Yeah.
Why?
I'm a man of integrity, CP.
That's unbelievable.
Hey, you got to pay the price.
True integrity. Takes guts to unfollow Jenna Sims. That's amazing.
I mean, I'm a little insulted. I am. It bothers me. I got duped all these years.
Yep.
Okay. I like Corey Connors a little bit. I didn't roster him in DK. He made my player pool. I don't think it's a terrible play. Just from a ball striking standpoint, he was good here last year. He wasn't great last week, but he's been okay, and he's low owned, and I think might be a sneaky good pivot. But I took Finau instead, and I don't know. You have any thoughts on Corey Connors? Are you mad at him?
Not mad at him. Never had any feeling about Corey Connors, really. I never bet Corey Connors because I feel like he's gotten so statistically good that he gets, 20 to 1, 25 to 1 treatment when he tees it up. When he seems like a 50 to 1 type golfer, even in the weaker field events. So I don't hate it though. That is a decent pivot. Good major record at the Masters, which again, everyone claims is, this big comp course to St. Andrews. So it's a good pivot. I like it.
Thanks, CP. I appreciate having your blessing.
You see a Canadian winning the Open Championship?
Well, I don't see race like you do, so that's fine.
They seem too nice to win an Open in the tough weather.
It's not going to be tough weather. It's going to be hockey weather, man.
This is a Canadian
breeze, balmy. It's going to be just like playing in Toronto.
This is Canada's best chance, I guess.
Well, no, I actually have another Canadian. Spoiler alert.
Canadian spoiler alert.
All right, so in the sevens, just don't sneak ahead. In the sevens,
I'm going to guess who it was.
This is where we get interesting. I think that everybody is playing
Homa.
Max Homa. Yeah, he's like the second highest owned guy on the slate. You got a lot of old guys here. You got your Adam Scotts, you got your Justin Roses, you got your Sergios. Seamus Powers getting some love. I don't know if you knew he's Irish.
I did know.
Okay.
Great last name. Made a hole-in-one on St. Patrick's Day at the Players a few years ago. People forget.
People do forget. I completely forgot.
That's
all right. Oh, I wanted to post that picture. I might do it later. That jersey I have that I took at the U.S. Open. I sent you it, the jersey.
Which one was it? Oh,
I will spoil it. But I was thinking about sending that out. I don't know. I didn't know how to do it before. I didn't want to ruin the surprise of you being on, but I wanted to tease. I want to do a tease, but I'm not good at that. I need somebody else to do it. Anyway, so there's a lot of like washed up old guys here. And I am going back to Bobby McIntyre.
Boom.
Who's never missed a cut in a major.
On him.
He was bad last week. He's low owned because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going back to Bobby McIntyre. Watch his press conference too, by the way.
Great press conference. I watched that as well. Loved what he had to say. I actually bet him right after listening. Believe it or not.
DP, your number one rule is don't be influenced by what you hear in a press conference.
Oh man,
a bad job by you.
So
you like Bobby Mack? You bet him.
Yeah, bet him. I think possibly each way. I don't know. Might have just been a straight up outright bet. I love him this week. I kind of wish I had more funds to.
What did you get on him? Like what was his number?
I want to say like 125.
Really?
Yeah,
it's pretty juicy.
Very juicy. Apparently, he was like 70-1 a few weeks ago. So nice to be on the right side of the number once every blue moon. But yeah, I like him a lot. Love what he had to say. Seems to be very, really embracing this week. Obviously has a ton of family, but he mentioned, I think he's got someone else handling the ticket situation.
No social media.
No social media. He's not a social media guy. Absolutely not. But it seems like he's figuring out how to play the course the way it was meant to be played, which was cool to hear. So
he's played it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
So he says.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going with those old guys anymore. One thing I know, if you look at the 2010 and 2015 leaderboard, or I guess the like combined finishes, you got Louis, who was obviously pretty good, Adam Scott, Sergio, and like you have like those types of players, and I just think that I want to kind of like match that profile. And I'm not saying Corey Connors like matches that profile, but elite iron player at the time. When these guys were in their prime.
The Adam Scott profile.
What about Colin Morikawa? Does he fit that? Does he kind of remind you of Sergio and Adam Scott in their primes?
I actually like Adam Scott this week a lot.
He's washed though. That's the problem. The guy's fucking washed up. I broke up with Adam Scott. I'm not going back to him.
This is it. These are the 4 events he gives a shit about. So
no, it's not a lack of motivation. I heard the same shit about Riviera and he was dog shit. No, I'm done. No more. No mas. But I am gonna try Webb Simpson.
He is really drifted the number and I guess the price too for you DFS people. That's pretty crazy to see.
I mean, did you look at Webb? Look at his last 6 Open Championship: 40th, 39th, 37th, 12th, 30th, 19th. It's fucking solid. That's consistent, right?
Yeah.
Can he just make a cut for once in his life? Is he back? I know he missed the cut at the John Deere. He was the chalky
Travelers, top 20 Travelers.
He's been working his way back. You guys, wasn't that like a secret nugget you guys heard? Source on the ground, our boy is back. Remember that? Like 2 months ago?
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it takes a little while to get back in the swing of things.
it does.
And my boy Capper was yelling at me because, like, oh, well, he missed a cut at the John Deere. Well, he was the highest priced guy, and he was like the only halfway decent player. And that doesn't always work out. So I'm going to Webb. Can we talk about Tiger?
Can we? Of course.
I was going to save this for our top 40 bet.
You like it?
I want to know. I want to know what you think.
I think he's going to make the cut, and then that's worth betting the top 40 alone, right?
You would think, but I had a guy in the top 10 for 3 days last weekend, finished T42.
I heard on the pre-show. I'd probably call it quits after that.
No, we're going back in. Tommy Power. Webb is in the top 40 parlay. I like it.
Bjork, Alexander Bjork. That is amazing.
I almost had it. Yeah, Alexander Bjork. No, but it's hard not to get lost in the nostalgia of the whole thing. Dude, it's fucking Tiger Woods. I don't want to bet against him, and I don't want to be rooting for him and have him let me down and then be like pissed about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's my own. I mean, realistically, he's like impossible to predict.
Impossible.
Nothing would surprise me. If he contended, I wouldn't be surprised. If he WD tomorrow,
gutsy T12, and I can see him making the cut, and just can't hold up for 4 days, and T65. So
you're gonna have no wind.
No wind. Flat.
It's that cold.
Easy walk. Knows the place. This is the old man major.
Yeah. Tommy Power's in the chat. Tommy Power, what do you think about Tiger in our top 40 parlay? I'd like to get some feedback on that. Top 40. Tiger. Does he make the cut? It's hard. It's hard.
It's favored now. He's all the way up to like minus 135. I saw.
Oh, then we can't bet him.
Yeah.
It's moved. The line moved.
It opened like plus 110, and I saw somebody tweet it's now at minus 135. So.
Oh, well then he's off the board.
Square City.
Yeah, that's a Steve Hennessy bet right there.
He went on to. That's where I saw the tweets. Like someone was saying Steve Hennessy's about to join us on the show. He's on Tiger to make the cut. So.
Do you know who else? I didn't hear the pod. I haven't been working, so I haven't heard a lot of pods. You're always a must listen for me. I'm not going to listen to Marty Fish, but I'll get to the good stuff.
Great, one of our better guests.
He got an exemption into the 3M. Did you see that?
That's the Be Right bump.
We'll see if Andy Roddick can get in. Let's just bring in all the tennis players. Bring in Agassi.
Yeah,
get them all. Who's Steve? Can you tell me who Steve likes this week?
Or
is
he does like Thomas. I had that pulled up. He is on Thomas. He's on Billy Horschel apparently as his long shot. He's got Tommy Fleetwood top 10. As for who he said on the pod, I don't know. I feel like he likes literally the whole board. Like he goes through the whole board every week.
Oh.
And says everyone's interesting. Oh, that guy's interesting. Yeah, he's an interesting.
But you don't. Okay, but you don't.
Never gets like a definitive.
He doesn't really love anybody. He just thinks a lot of guys interesting. Yeah. I could see him being like on the. What about Spieth though? Like that seems.
I think he did mention Spieth. Like he bet. He bet Spieth. He bet Thomas. He bet 5 guys in the favorites range. I feel like.
I don't know. I bet Spieth too. I don't know what to do with him.
It was going to be Spieth or Xander for me, and I pivoted to Zalatoris because I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, I like the Spieth angle because of the Rory favored Claret Jug 150th. I'd like to see. I don't know if Spieth won that. If Spieth held that title, of these like anniversary Masters, Tiger's got one and Nicklaus has got what am I trying to say? Like one of those anniversary majors,
Spieth You have one of those,
No, like Tiger won the 100th at Pebble.
right?
Nicholas won one. The
Mhm.
86 was what? The 50th Masters? Sobel was going on and on about this.
Oh, really?
It'd be only fitting if Rory won at St. Andrews. It's like, well, Rory or like maybe 4 other guys. Yeah. Like they're all good. I can't stand that guy. He's terrible. He's making friends with all the wrong people. Anyway, what the hell do I know? All right, where are we? So 7K. Yeah, I'm playing Bobby McIntyre. I am playing Webb. We talked about Tiger. I'm not going back to Rose. There was some consideration for Reed, but again, if this is going to get up to 18 under, and it's not going to be that type of,
He's also a lip guy. He's got no motivation, according to you.
Yeah, but he's been heartless always.
It's true.
That guy's never had a soul. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
He doesn't fake being nice.
Yep.
I don't know. Like a Kevin Na. Like these rules, different rules. Yeah, make it up as you go along, CP. That's what I do. I'm never gonna get over what Taylor Gooch did to me at the U.S. Open. I'm not. I'm never gonna get over it. That's gonna bother me to my core. He knocked at the. Do you know this story? Do you
feel like maybe kind of.
We were there. I talked to his wife.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Okay, so you do remember. Yeah. 16th hole, par 3, knocks it to 4 feet. He's like 2 clear of the cut line. Or no, he's 1 clear of the cut line. Right. Or the projected cut, because he was in the morning. And you knew the line was going to move or whatever. He knocks it to 4 feet. I'm walking around with Andy Pope. Everything's great. Because all my other guys are free and clear. I know I'm in. And this fucking guy, I said to his wife, I said, oh, we can make that one. And he fucking misses the putt and then doubles 17 and misses the cut by 1. It was fucking brutal. I was devastated. I was so rattled that I'm trying. Then that's when I texted you trying to get a bet in on Hideki live with your brother. Yeah. I was so flustered. Like, oh my God, my weekend's over. I got no action. I'm stuck in Massachusetts. I can't make any bets. I was so pissed. Oh, fucking Taylor Gooch.
And then you're in player dining on Sunday. I think you made out okay.
I did with this week's winner. Hanging out, watching the end of the Open. Right. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. I tweeted this out earlier. I said I can't believe who I just rostered.
I did see that, but you didn't say who it was, right?
I think I made the change. I couldn't. I might have been on too much medication when I made this pick, and I can't stick with it. But I got to be honest with you. I think Cameron Tringali might be a sneaky good play. I think he might be a sneaky good play. I had him in the lineup. I decided, I'm doing this instead. But the guy's been a little bit better in majors, the ones that he actually gets in. He was great last week. First round leader, held on for a T8.
Did have a good US Open.
Maybe Cameron Tringali is a links golf specialist playing on the PGA Tour.
In disguise, links golf in disguise. Oh yeah, T26 last year at the Open. Interesting.
That's what I'm saying, dude. No, he's got no ownership at all. He's Cameron Tringali. He sucks.
And he had like a really bad stretch this year, and now he seems to have come out of that. And we know he's crazy consistent. So,
well, he's in my player pool. Hey, top 40 parlay. Here we come.
I like it.
All right, good. We'll get to that. But
he's a cup making machine. So
that's I don't know if I've used machine.
I'm seeing machine like tendencies here on this page. Fantasy National page.
I decided to go with where is it? Hold on. So
about that guy
when I had what?
That guy Jordan Smith who's popping off last week.
I don't know who that is. I'm not playing a guy. I don't know who it is.
I know who it is because I bet Ricky Fowler over him in a matchup last Sunday, and the guy dusted Ricky Fowler, or it was Saturday. It was embarrassing. So now he's on my radar. English guy. I think he ended up finishing like top 10 or something.
I don't play guys like that. The Ryan Foxes of the world. I got to see.
I was totally not on that Ryan Fox bandwagon last week. That was over the top.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is why you're a golf guy, CP. So I had a lineup with Tringali and Aaron Wise. I like Aaron Wise a lot this week. He's been good in
Steve likes Aaron Wise.
What?
Steve likes Aaron Wise. That's that.
Okay.
I remember him saying.
Yeah, I think it's a solid DraftKings play.
Yeah.
But I couldn't afford him. Like I couldn't with Morikawa, Hideki, Finau. I played McIntyre and Webb. So I couldn't afford I only had $600 to $800 left. Yeah, DraftKings CP, you got a salary cap. You can't just play everybody.
No, I'm looking at all the pricing. I mean, I've dabbled. I understand how it works. I'm not good at it, but
so instead of playing
ownership, that blah blah blah.
I think I went from. Now I have to try to remember who I X'd out. I think I went from Connors to Finau. And then when I did that gave me less money. Does that make sense? Finau's 84. Yeah, I went from Connors to Finau. So that $200 cost me. So I only had $600 to $800 left. I didn't have the $7,000 I usually did. So I got rid of Wise, and I'm going to go back to a guy who was in the wrong side of the draw last week, a Canadian. And I'm going to play Mackenzie Hughes. And I'm going to hope that his short game, just in case craftiness plays. All right? Just in case craftiness plays. You got your Jordan Spieths and your Shane Lowrys and your Cam Smiths and your who's the other guy we just talked about? Patrick Reed. You know, you got those guys, those types of guys, like that type of game. Just in case. Look, Mackenzie Hughes hasn't been that bad. He was bad last week. He was on the wrong side of the draw. All right. But let me just read this out for you.
Sneaky good in the majors last few years, too.
I know. Listen, his last 4 starts before last week's miscut, 37th, 28th, 24th, 25th. That's solid. He was 6th last year in the majors. Let me pull this up, CP. All right. We're doing a show. All right. In the majors, Mackenzie Hughes, his last 5 majors, 24th miscut, 50th, 6th, and 15th.
The good time frame.
Yeah. All right, fine. You want to throw another miscut and another top 40 finish? That's fine. His last 7 majors, he's got 3 top 25s, including 1 top 10.
At this event.
At the Open.
Mm-hmm. Nice yellow box.
So I think that I am so that's my lineup. Morikawa, Hideki, Finau, Bobby Mack, Webb, and Mackenzie Hughes.
That's quite the lineup.
What do you think, buddy?
I like it a lot.
I need Colin to win.
Yeah, you need Colin to win. Because
I don't have a lot of winning upside. I don't know if Hideki can win. I bet him 50 to 1.
Finau's gonna make the cut. I'll guarantee you that.
Please don't do that. What the hell is wrong with you? Do not guarantee anything. Unless you're going to say John Rahm's going to win the Mexican Open. Do not guarantee anything.
I won't even text you or tweet you tomorrow either. No Thursday.
Hey, please, yes, no Thursday tweets. That's good.
You need Finau to show up.
Bobby Mack? Webb?
Bobby Mack.
So it's all like
really
eyes on Mackenzie Hughes.
Yeah.
And we're going.
No Gary Woodland for you.
He was pretty dog shitty last week at the end. He faded. He's not a links guy, man. Come on.
I see it. I think he is like kind of leaning into the whole, play that low stinger. I read a few of his quotes last week after one of the rounds. He played really well, and he said he's starting to figure out the greens over there. And he
Yes,
enjoyed
these
over
people,
there.
you know, these guys are full of shit. In 9 Open championships, he's got 1 top 20.
Let's make it 2.
You know what? Your positivity is not welcome here. All right. Best of luck with Gary Woodland. I'm not seeing it. So I already usually after the show, I'll do all my matchups and outrights and my group bets and my 3 balls. I've been in bed for 48 hours, so
Yeah.
I've been betting like crazy. A lot of deposits. We got to get some of this back. But
it back.
can I just read you like some matchups that I like and you tell me if it's good?
Yeah. Full tournament.
Yeah, full tournament. Okay, you ready? I'll give you a couple. All right, Corey Connors over Taylor Gooch. What do you think?
Yeah, love that.
Love that. Finau over Fleetwood. What do you think?
Yeah.
Think about how it's going to play. You like that?
I like it.
Hideki over Hovland.
I think that's my matchup in the Golf Digest expert picks column. So we're on the same page.
You're an expert. Webb over Reed.
I mean, you've talked me into Webb. I like the Webb play a lot. That's a really nice pivot. And when you really think about it, that's a Looney Tunes number on him, price, whichever way you play it. For a guy who was.
They're not going to like this one. This is me versus you. Like, seriously. It is.
Morikawa over Zalatoris?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Man. Hey, man, if they're going at it Sunday, that'll be great. That'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this is the last one. Spieth over Fitzpatrick. You can see it.
That'll be close. That'll be a close one for sure.
All right. So those are my matchups. I got some 3 balls, a lot of the same guys. We'll see. Yeah, so I bet Colin. That was my big bet. A little bit on Spieth, a little bit on Xander, and a little bit on Hideki. So those are my outrights. I'm really going all in on Colin. It's kind of like the opposite. Do you remember last year when Spieth's number for the Masters was really high, and then he started playing better, and then just got lower and lower, and everybody started getting in on that Spieth number, and then he won the week before and kind of just like fucked everybody. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
The week before last year's Open, he won?
The Masters. The week before the Masters.
Oh, yes. Right. Yeah.
And then he won the Valero or something.
Yes.
And everyone was like, "Oh, I needed him to win next week." He kind of like, I got Spieth 80-1 next week. I bet him at the Waste Management. You know, kind of screwed everybody. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of going like the opposite with that here, where everybody was on Morikawa last week. Oh, his numbers. Oh, this is ridiculous. He's 30-1 and blah blah blah. And
that was me. That was me.
Yeah, I know. And it's like maybe a little week too early. And I really love that he's paired with Rory and Xander. And he's getting asked about Xander in the press conference. Oh man, it's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. What am I? Some novelty act? He's the defending champion.
Yeah, given the form Xander is in, how would you fancy his chances? He goes, "Good. What do you want me to say?"
But they're boys. Xander's playing out at the Summit Club now.
That's right. Vegas bros.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to dust them. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, man. Make a late night deposit.
I want you to get in on that. I was asking my brother, is taking his temperature. I'm like, what's your Colin thing? He's like afraid to fade him. I'm like, come on. Let's get in on this. Telling everybody.
I have been a week early on a lot of guys recently too. So
you know what you have to do? You got to go back to back, and that's how you break that trend.
And a belly to belly. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I'm going back to Mackenzie Hughes and what's his name, Bobby Mack. Those guys were terrible last week.
Yep.
Wrong side of the draw. I don't have a draw this week.
No draw.
Let's fucking go. All right, let's talk about top 40. All right, so I told CP.
What time are you getting up?
What?
What time are you getting up?
I don't know. TBD. Oh, I have Webb's in the first fucking group.
I know. I think I'm going to be 4 a.m.-ish. Zalatoris is off at 5. So
USA comes on at what, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Because I don't have Peacock. What happened to ESPN Plus? I was all excited. That's what I pay for. Peacock, now it's not even on there.
Free.
What?
I think Peacock's free. At least they say that, and a month later.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe I'll get up early because if Webb's on my team, maybe be tracking that. He's the first group. That shit's in like 4 hours from now.
Gonna get to bed.
And I shouldn't be drinking coffee, CP. That's the other problem. It's a rough week. Anyway. All right, so let me just say, for everybody out there listening, I'm just going to go over it. My player pool is 15 players, but it's kind of top heavy. All right? Oh, look at Jake coming through. This fucking guy. Thanks, Jake. That's a copy and paste action if I ever saw it.
It's a great copy.
Is Peacock free is the question. Or do I have to sign up for the cock? All right.
4 a.m. on USA. Yeah, that's when I'll be.
4 a.m.? All right, I'm going to text you.
Yeah.
I'm afraid last week I rolled out of bed and Scheffler was already like +2 or +3 at the Scottish, and I was already screwed, and I was not happy about it. So I got to be like awake from the beginning.
So you can watch it happen in real time, the downfall.
If I'm sleeping, it's kind of like it's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I got to focus. I got to hone in. That's why I take off most of these days.
That's
All
right.
right. Well, so let me just tell the folks here. I got Scotty Scheffler, Morikawa, Jordan Spieth, Rory, Xander, Fitzpatrick, Zalatoris, Finau, Connors, Bobby Mack, Webb Simpson, Aaron Wise, Mackenzie Hughes, Hideki, and Cameron Tringali. Those 15 guys are my player pool. We'll
when
see
you
what
say
happens.
Player pool, you're doing like a multiple lineup thing, and
I'm not yet. I will eventually. I got to learn how to do that. It's complicated. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I don't like to limit myself to 6 picks.
Right.
I've been experimenting with player pools lately. Last week it was a fucking disaster, fucking wind draw. But now I'm just going to go with these 15 guys and let's just see how they do, because I'm finding that if I expand my player pool a little bit and I just go with there's like combinations in there, there's a really good lineup somewhere in this player pool.
Right.
Ideally. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that's what real people do. Not me. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so I'm in another pool where I got to pick 8 guys. I'm taking Colin as my one and done. Hey, did you make a pick for the Barracuda? We were not on it with Matt Kazire last week. That was not good.
I was on Kazire last week. I was on Svensson last week. That was absolutely brutal.
Sorry, buddy.
Brutal. I was counting my money after Friday.
Don't guarantee anything. I thought we talked about that.
No guarantees. Never count your money.
Who do you like at the Barracuda? Do you have anybody?
Let me pull it up.
You're looking now? That means you don't have anybody.
I don't have anybody.
Okay. Well, I took Cam Davis.
Like that.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Well, scoring fest.
Played really well recently somewhere. The Deer.
Yeah, Mav McNeely's the favorite. I am a big Mav guy, but I'm gonna go with Cameron Davis. You're in bad shape when you already took Mav McNeely in a one and done. You can't take him again. That's how you know you're having a bad year in a one and done.
My guy Sean O'Hare played pretty well last week. He's 80-1.
Sean O'Hare or Sean O'Hara?
Sean O'Hare.
Oh, come on, that guy's washed.
Yeah, he's pretty washed. Sad.
Can we talk? So you don't have anybody? You like Cam Davis? Just a minute.
Yeah, I like Cam Davis a lot. Yeah, second favorite.
It's a one and done pick.
Oh, it's one and done.
I didn't bet him.
I'm in on
that. I forgot I wanted to bet him, but
I guess
I'm not making another deposit into DraftKings.
Noren all of a sudden loves a good birdie fest. So this is the Stableford one.
Yeah, I had Noren in the Open last year. That didn't work out. Missed the cut.
Yeah, I had him recently somewhere too. Last week, stunk it up.
So just because you guys are playing partners doesn't mean you have to roster this guy. He stinks. His wife seems very nice, though. I'm not going to lie. All right, so I gave CP a homework assignment. As you may or may not know, I've found an affinity for – let me pull this up on my phone. Top 40 parlays on the old FanDuel Sportsbook.
FanDuel, yeah. FanDuel doesn't accept my money, so I have never done one of these.
What do you mean?
It just some of these books, you try every avenue, bank transfer, whatever. It just does not seem to want my money, so I can't get on FanDuel. DraftKings works, Bet365.
How do you deposit on DraftKings? You like a PayPal guy?
No, it's like a bank
No, PayPal's the way to go.
linked to my bank, and same thing with Bet365.
Are you anti-PayPal? You like you're one of those guys?
Never even opened the website. Steve asked me this recently because we were playing with Andy, who got kicked off of Venmo for something back in the day. So he's like a PayPal guy, and I was like, I've heard of it, obviously, never used it, never used it in my life.
So it was you, Steven, and Andy, and okay, that's odd. Boy, that's fascinating. That is interesting.
I just don't think Andy was ready.
He's got no problem coming on the podcast and like taking my space. Got no problem with that. There's no problem coming onto my block and starts, shooting from the hip. But okay, that's fine. You can keep me off the golf course.
Oh no!
But it's my problem, right? I'm the bad guy.
No,
you're unbelievable, CP. You're just pissed that I made that putt.
That was a fucking dagger in the heart. Oh my god!
All right, so
we haven't played since. What does that tell you?
You're dodging me. Tigers plus 115 for a top 40. So can we just go through some names here?
Yeah, I have a bunch. He said plus money, and I love a bunch of guys.
All right, so I have a bunch of guys too. Let's see if we can put something together. I already have money in the account. I'm ready to lock and load. All right, so give me one of your guys. Who do you like?
Bob Mack plus money, top 40. Lock and a half.
Yeah, plus 110. Top 40. Bobby McIntyre.
30.
Okay. We like that. He's also on my list, obviously. Mm-hmm. All right, who else we like?
Top 40. Your best friend Steve Bamford 100% sold me on Kevin Kisner this week.
I have him written down only because I heard him talking about that.
Crafty.
Yeah, also crappy at the Open. He's got one top 10.
That's true. Yeah, he played great at Carnoustie.
That was once in like the last 7 years. He was terrible last year. Listen, I really want to win this.
Zach Johnson vibe to him too.
Zach Johnson sucks. You don't want those vibes.
2-time major champ.
A long time ago, CP. I'm not willing to. I want to win this bet, and I'm not willing to lose it on the hands of Kevin Kisner.
You don't think he can top 40 here?
He's going to get lapped. He's not going to make enough birdies.
All right, well, I like him. Bob Mack, we mentioned.
You said he had a bunch of names. You're giving me two. Who else you got?
I like Leishman. I don't know how you feel about it.
I don't like Leishman. My brother likes Leishman. He's got him in his player pool.
He's plus money. That seems like
stinks, though. He's been terrible.
Your boy Webb's at plus money. That's pretty crazy.
You want that? We want to put that in? You support?
I like it. You've sold me on that. I got FOMO on that one for sure.
Webb,
I also like Woodland. I know you don't, but I do.
Okay.
He's plus money.
Your boy Adam Scott's in there.
Plus money. Love that.
Well, right now we got Bobby Mack and Webb.
I liked one bigger one, like a 300 guy.
Stu Cink?
Well, I love Cink. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Yeah, 210. Love that.
For who? For Cink?
For Cink, plus 210, at least on this.
10. Oh, he went down. He's plus 260. He's next to your boy Chris Kirk.
People like Chris Kirk this week. Is that a thing?
Not that I know of.
Maybe that was just one person on our panel. Oh yeah, our caddy likes him top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, that's bold.
That's a terrible bet. We're talking about
Um,
40s here. Do you
I
like
think Guido seems interesting, plus 250. Good
Guido?
major record.
I had him on my list last week, and then he was on the wrong side of the draw. What did he do last week? Was he on the wrong side or was he on the right side? I forget. But I think I ended up not playing him. Or am I thinking of somebody else? I might be thinking of somebody else.
Looks like he made the cut. Finished dead last. He finished dead last, right behind Chris Kirk.
He went early. Yeah, he was early. He was on the list. Yeah, he didn't make the top 40 though.
My guy.
Do I go back to Alexander Bjork? Plus 380. Timmy Tommy Power likes Kevin Na plus 260.
If you like, I like the bunters this week. I think the bunters are going to get a ton of rollout, and
Yeah, but you need bunters who make birdies.
Yeah, Kevin.
You know who I wanted to play? You know who I had in my lineup originally? I took him out, and maybe I'll play him top 40. Remember Russell Henley? Remember that guy?
Yeah, it is amazing how far he's fallen in the gambling conversation.
He's been bad the last couple of weeks. He might be hurt. He WD'd from something. Yeah. His record at the Open Championship is not great, but he's second on tour in strokes gained approach. And if that's the angle I'm playing, it's like Zalatoris, Henley, Hideki, Morikawa are the top four. It's like, well, I should like Henley based on that.
Yep.
He's being totally ignored.
Staple of everyone's card for a solid 3 months.
Yeah. But he's been bad at the Open. So I don't know. There's a lot of good names right around that plus low money. Should we put Tiger in to have some Tiger action? What do you think, CP?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Top 40. Think he's not going to make it over the bridge.
Not enough reps.
Interesting. You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
Aaron Wise, plus 130.
Steve Hennessy likes him, so it must be a good play.
Well, are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious.
I know that's like, a good friend of yours. Aaron Wise. You like him? Well, Corey Connors, plus 140.
That's really good. You sold me on Connors and Webb for sure.
All right, so you're going to make me lie in my grave here.
Fratelli, I think Fratelli is a nice top 40 play, plus 210.
He's on my list. He's on my list. But you like okay, but you don't have anybody that you love. Give me your locks. Give me
top 40 locks.
Give me a top 40 lock. Give me 2 or 3. Come on.
2 or 3 there. Bob Mack is a top 40 lock.
Okay. He's in.
I personally think Mark Leishman is a top 40 lock. I know you don't.
Ugh. I don't know if I want to invest in that.
Comfy pairing with his boy Adam Scott. First 2 days. Good links player. Running out of time. Could use that narrative.
It's wide open.
It's wide open.
You know what, CP?
Nice fade plays well here.
All right, hold on. Let me look at Leishman real fast.
Yeah, I think he's had a couple good weeks recently.
Yeah, he's missed the last 2 cuts. He's been great. He was 14th at the US Open, which was a surprise.
He shows up. He shows up for the big ones. 30th at the Masters. Those are his best 2 finishes since April.
Those are his only top 40s this year. Or at
Masters. Yeah, there you go. Top 40.
He's got 3 top 10s at the Open Championship. I'll give him that.
Oh, he's top 40 in all 3 majors.
I'm pulling it up right now.
30th Masters. 30th.
I might have to do this for you. Top 40, yeah, 30.
And he played well at both of his, spots this year. Torrey and
Bay Hill.
I guess Riviera is not really his spot, but he played well there. He didn't play great at Bay Hill.
He didn't play great at the Travelers either.
No, that's another one of his spots.
That's what I'm saying. So your argument's kind of losing a little juice there, buddy.
Well, Torrey was what I was going for. I don't know. I don't think a top 40 is too much to ask from him.
Yeah, we say that, and he'll finish 41st. Like, that's usually how this works. If we bet on top 30, he'll finish 31st.
Yep.
Leishman, huh?
Leishman, Bob Mack, and I do believe Kevin Kisner.
Well, I don't love that. I don't. Kisner?
I think you're not giving the old bunters enough credit this week. 6 at the Travelers, by the way, Kisner.
Yeah.
After a slew of miscuts, so maybe he found something.
Yeah, but look at his open record. You know?
All I remember is Carnoustie from his open record.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the iconic open venues. We're back at another iconic one.
I mean, you are really laying it on thick here, CP. I mean, you're not fooling me. 70 miscut, 76.
You want to do your little time frame thing? In his last 1, 2, 3 opens, he's finished top 30 twice.
Yeah, 2 out. Yeah, I know. 73rd last year. Yeah, second, 30th.
I love that's like the football.
2 out of 3. Yeah.
In October, week 3, between week 3 and week 5, he's the best quarterback ever.
Oh God. Boy, these are. All right, I'll take another advisement. I wish we could come up with something that we could agree on.
Well, I do agree with you on Webb and Connors.
Okay. All right,
Webb, Connors. I'm sure you're getting, and then maybe mix in
Bobby McIntyre.
How many legs do you want to do? A lot of legs?
I like to beef it up.
Daddy long legs?
Yeah, I like to beef it up a little bit. We don't want Tiger, huh?
Man, I mean, I get what you're saying. You want to have a reason to root for him. Me personally, growing up a Tiger Woods fan, I've never needed financial.
You're all about the love of the game.
Yeah, he's the only guy left for me that I just love the game.
Well, okay, that's fair. I got a couple of those guys, but well, so just let it be. Victor Hovland's plus money.
I'm out on him after what he did.
Justin Rose
at Brookline.
Cameron Young changed caddies. I don't know if you saw that.
That's not news.
All right, how about Aaron? It's not news. How about Aaron Wise then?
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting there now. Now we're up to 28-1.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's 4 guys?
4 guys.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this thing is fucking awesome. Wait till we add one more.
I wish DraftKings would allow this.
So do I. I wouldn't be on FanDuel. Aaron Wise, Corey Connors, Webb Simpson, and Bobby Mack. Top 40. 28-1. Harold Varner.
Ugh.
Yes. Vomit. CP. That's what I want.
Oh, man.
So if I go ahead and I throw in, just so you know.
How about
go ahead and I throw in Mackenzie Hughes, this jumps up to 90-1.
And then you throw in Stuart Sink, and then what does it jump up to?
Oh, you're speaking my language. Well, now it's a little ridiculous. Now it's 330-1.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
Great open record. Old man golf course.
Stu Sink.
Big Stu.
Mackenzie Hughes. Webb.
30-1.
Connors. Wise and Bobby Mack to pay $3,300. Oh, what do you think?
Love it.
Send it in. Stu Sink, huh? I mean, that's getting a little greedy.
That's the greedy.
You want Sink instead of Kisner?
Yep.
You want Sink over Kisner?
I said on Sink before Bamford talked me into Kisner, so I'll roll with Stu.
That painkiller's kicking in, buddy. I feel freaking nice. That's great.
Are you gonna just? Oh, you're gonna go to bed though. You're not gonna power through.
TBD. All right, we still haven't figured that out. I got to get these top 40. I got to make my sheet. Dude, I got notes all over the place. I got a whole freaking notepad here. I got pages and pages of shit. I need to, it's like a play sheet. I need to
stay off the cuff. But you prepare. You're pretty prepared for this show always.
Well, I've had nothing to do for 2 days. Like, I'm going stir crazy over here. You're the first person I fucking talked to. Thanks for listening.
Very honored.
My guy. I fucking love CP. The best.
I love you too, Nagels.
All right.
Sink 24th last week. Scottish Open. People forget.
I'm sorry?
Stuart Sink, top 25 last week. People forget.
Yeah, he's hot. All right. So you like Sink over Kisner.
He's hot.
We're going to stick with Mackenzie Hughes. We're right about that. We're right about Webb. We're right about Connors. Are we right about Connors? You know what?
I like it so much because you're the only person I've heard mention it.
Corey Connors?
100%. I have not seen his name.
You don't listen to anybody.
That's true.
You don't listen to anybody. You don't read anything.
Yeah, but I'm on social media all day. I think that counts.
Okay.
My social media now is just everyone's betting card. That's all it is. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. I haven't seen Connors on a single betting card.
All right. Dougie Fresh I Am likes the web play. Good.
Nice.
All right. So, yeah, I don't have any Corey Connors action. So I have a little FOMO there. So maybe I'll just put him in for top 40. It's not 40. That's not that hard.
It's easy. Easy to finish.
I don't know if it's easy. I don't know if it's easy. As Alexander Bjork showed us last week. But I could do. Oh, I gotta put. Where's Tringali? Is he minus money
for top 40? No way.
Where is he? No, he might be. Oh no, plus 195. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I'm playing all these guys.
At some point, there's not enough room left in the top 40 of the leaderboard.
Yeah, I know. They got 15 guys. You're betting top 40.
At what point can you do try and do an exacta of the exact top 40? That'd be all time.
Well, no, I can't even get the top 2 exacta the top 40. I think that I think they do that for like Daytona. Anyway, I think that no, I can do a couple. Dude, you get 300 to 1 odds on these things. I do like
incredible.
Do 4 for $5.
Yeah.
To win 1,500.
That's the dream.
I don't know what this Devin Lowe. No, that's not the guy. All right. CP, we're gonna go. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I look forward to all your Golf Digest articles that pop up on my feeds. Makes me very happy. I saw you collaborate with Stevie Hennessy the other day. That warmed my heart. I texted you about it to let you know. So you're picking Willie Z.
Will Zalatoris.
I'm on Colin. Charlie's on Shane Lowry, if anybody cares. And we think they're going to beat it up pretty good.
20 under.
Good luck this week.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. I've been struggling, but I'm fighting through.
Keep fighting the flu game.
No, it wasn't that bad. I am a little uncomfortable. All right, CP. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Like and retweet, share it out, all that shit. CP, help us out. All right?
Yeah, hit me
up.
up.
A little long. What else is new? All right. I will talk to you guys next week at the 3M out in Minnesota. Very exciting. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. All right. Let me hit end broadcast, and then we'll get out of here.